Hey, now that I got people here, awesome. I'm gonna get started because that's wasting enough time trying to figure everything out. New setup and all, you know.
Let's get down to business.
How well can you hear me? That's the first step. So for those who don't know, for our lovely viewers out there, RWBY is originally a video, almost like an internet video show that was made by Rooster Teeth, the same people who did Red vs. Blue, being one of their most popular shows. The idea was made by Monty Ohm, who recently passed away, but was able to get the first 2 volumes or seasons out before it came. And so the game that I'm playing was one that I've been following since before it really existed, in that it was originally a fan who made the game after the first season of the show came out. And eventually Rooster Teeth, the main company, took that game's idea, the fans' idea, and ran with it and made a game.
It's over.
Nice work, students. As you know, we've been
No, I'm using XSplit for
in this area.
the streaming.
Boots on the ground to investigate. That means you, team. Onward.
XSplit for the streaming. And I have, unfortunately, only have an hour because people made plans for me, so, for this evening. So I'm just going to see how far I can get in the most difficult level, or difficulty. And really the difficulty only changes the amount of spawns. And I've been playing this game, like I said before, it was really released as an official game. So I've known all the quirks, and my character is kind of maxed out. Now, when I get another break, after killing all these things, I'll go briefly over the leveling scheme and the ability tree for those interested or who have not seen my gameplays before. Oh, nice dodge. But for right now, because of just the sheer number, it's sometimes good just to gather them up and then use your special or your AoE. Like that. Take out a large group. There are 8 playable characters as of now. I'm not sure if they're going to add any more because it's been a while since we've gotten an update. We did get hinted at new costumes or new skins, however you want to call it. Almost done. There we go. And some of you may be wondering why I'm spamming the same attack, and that's because I spent a lot of time playing the game basically through different modes while I was being developed to figure out which character I like the best, first of all, and what combos I like, and to the point of like how much DPS can I really get, and I started doing calculations even to get to that point. But anyway, score, there we go. So the advancement tree, you have ultimate, team attack, range, and then over here that's being covered up by my face, unfortunately, are the individual upgrades that you can do. You get 1 point every time you level up, so it's not like you can unlock everything. Ultimate, I do the earth one because it does larger range, larger AoE, not necessarily as much damage as the fire. Team attacks, I'm playing by myself, so they're kind of useless. Ranged, I decided to go for the one that actually has stun rather than damage. And then I have various like increases in health and things like that for upgrades. But you can make it your own.
Ah, yes, the Emerald Forest is filled with the ruins of ancient kingdoms. Keep an eye out for artifacts. Dr. Ooblik is always looking to expand Beacon's collection.
Oh, the game volume is a little low. I'm sorry.
Another enemy.
Ooh, killed you guys a little fast. That's okay. They weren't doing anything anyway. But anyway, so they have the first 4 main characters, which spell out RWBY, R-W-B-Y. The first girl's name is actually Ruby Rose, the red character. Weiss is white, Blake is black, and then Yang is yellow. And each character has different skill sets. Ooh, check this out. Cleared them all. Well, except for 2. They weren't lined up. But anyway, those are the first 4, and then the other team of 4 that you can play as is Team Juniper, which was a DLC most recently. For the purpose of this game, I'm just running through as much as I can on the highest difficulty, which honestly just increases the spawns. I know where everything is. I know where all the spawn points are, and the items where they spawn, and the XP. I'm maxed out right now, so there's no point in me like getting all the extra items, unfortunately. So this is the only place this is a place where I may have issues. When you have so many things that you're fighting off by yourself, it's a lot about how much room you have to dodge around and how much time you have. In this case, I have a control center that I need to protect, so I need to keep things aggroed on me and not on the control center, which can be annoying like that, especially these little guys, when I want everyone paying attention to me, but I can't keep them all looking at me while avoiding getting hit. And if I get hit and I'm stuck in a big group, then I'm in trouble. Okay. No, stay away. But luckily, the stun that I selected is very helpful in this, because the basic enemies, these guys, as well as the Beowulfs that I was fighting a little earlier, will, I think it's like a 95% rate of getting stunned by this. And then the alphas, or the higher level ones, which you'll see in a little bit, it's much lower. But at least if it doesn't stun them, it will aggro them, at the very least. Okay. Wave 1, not too much health on the control center lost, but Beowulfs are going to come out now, and they are annoying. Okay, so really the point of this is just to gather them all and have them paying attention to me and not... there's one guy who's messing it up. There we go. Come on, all over here, all over here. And then just stun them, get them all in a nice little mass. Nice. And AoE. Team attack. Sure, why not? Whoops. That one didn't get stunned. There we go. One more. And 2 more. Block you. Nice. So that one went pretty well, because I was able to keep them aggroed on me. With the stalkers, or these little guys, people call them creepers or stalkers, I can kill them almost as fast as they spawn, as long as they're nearby, so I don't need to worry too much. The big issue is the Beowulfs. If I get stuck in between a bunch of Beowulfs while they're all simultaneously attacking me, they can take me out within a matter of seconds, and I'll just be stun locked in the middle of them. And that's one of the big challenges when you try to do Eclipse mode by yourself.
Point, team.
Oh, so info on what's going on. So, if you don't know about RWBY, briefly talking about the game, or it's a internet show that Rooster Teeth does. Very good. I highly recommend it. And each of the episodes are, the first season, I think no more than 10 minutes, and then they kind of leveled out at around 15 to 20 minutes per episode, as the crowd liked it more and more. Or the audience liked it more and more, I should say. Not crowd. We're not too rowdy. But basically, it talks about these characters who get to go to a finishing school in order to become hunters and huntresses. So you have these enemies that I'm fighting. They're called the creatures of Grimm. They are associated with negative thoughts or behaviors. And they basically are just monsters that cause destruction and roaming around the entire world. Essentially, the entire world. And so the point of the human race is to protect themselves, almost like an Attack on Titan thing, where each of the towns and homes are within walled areas and defensive areas. in order to defend themselves against these Grimm. And there are various types of Grimm that you'll see in the game as well in the show. And one of the things that the people implement in order to protect the human race is the idea of hunters and huntresses. And it's almost like a Harry Potter-esque thing where all these students, of course, roughly high school of age, go to finishing school or hunter-huntresses school. The main one that they look at is called Beacon Academy. It's on the main continent, and that's where your characters are put. Oh, yeah, hold on. It's hard to think, speak and cover this at the same time. I might lose this. I really don't think I will, but I might. I have to be very careful. But anyway, Beacon Academy, these characters want to go to this school to become hunters and huntresses. Got it? Cool. And that's the basic premise. Oh, don't you dare. I see you over there. Stay over here. Pay attention to me. Okay, 1. Actually, was that 2? Did I get 2 of them? I got 2 of them. Cool. A lot of really cool, quirky villains and other things going on, other plots beyond just the creatures of Grimm. And it's really just a really awesome show. The first few seasons when Monty was around to really direct it and animate the majority of it, it was a lot based on his fighting style. It's like really unique, really cool fighting style. But it did have a strong story as well. And these last 2 seasons have been doing more of the story, a little less on his type of fighting style, but I still enjoy it. Oh, you better not be attacking this. Get out of here. I'm gonna poke you with my stick. There you go. And so what's going on right now is that the game actually, the story mode that I'm playing of the game, oh, they're getting close. Hold on 1 second. Close to losing this tower. Don't want to lose the tower. Please don't lose the tower. Don't kill me either. Okay, I think they're mostly aggro on me, so we should be alright. Kill the one guy that's really close to me because that could be a problem. Did I get him? No! There's still 21 more. Still 21 more. Oh my goodness. This is actually stressful. Like, there are other parts of the game that are challenging to do by yourself. Most people would not do this. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I'm pretty... Like, actually, no, I'm not going to say that. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think they're all aggroed to me. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anyway, so I think we're good now. Maybe. No, the alphas are still need to come. Yeah, there's an alpha. But I can... There, block him. Finish that. Kill him before the next one shows up. Okay, now there are 2. Now there are 3. Nope, no, you stay over here. Do not do that. Pay attention to me, not the control center. And I'm going to stay away from the control center so they don't... Oh my goodness, no. Don't you dare swipe that control center. I'm going to stun lock you to oblivion. No, 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 no. Yeah, come over here. My goodness, do you see how low that bar is? Okay, get rid of that guy. Okay, okay, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Don't cut it out. I'm gonna block you. Oh. Wow, I am out of shape with this game. Anyway, so this is happening between the 2nd and the 3rd season, in that your team is formed, you've been fighting these Grimm, you've been getting stronger, you've been fighting the bad guys, and right now we are researching this, like Professor said, this mysterious symbol. Mysterious symbol in regards to, we don't know really. We'll find out in the next couple of levels. But we were just basically told, go out to this forest, see what's going on. There's a secret item over there, but I don't need it because I'm already maxed out. It's another one of those artifacts, and that's just bonus XP. So don't need to worry about that. But between season 2 and 3, you are fighting these Grimm, you're exploring, you are trying to figure out, in this case, what's going on in the world, why all these Grimm are increased. Because I didn't quite get to explain it before, but Grimm increase, they actually are related to, there we go, the behavior of others, their attitude, behavior of others. Especially, they latch on to like negative behaviors. In that, what I mean is like Grimm will increase in spawn and will start rampaging and being like a stampede towards human civilization with negative thoughts, despair, disgust, shock and awe, sort of thing. They increase. They show up more and they become more of a threat. They're drawn towards those negative emotions. So that becomes an issue, especially with the villains that are trying to take over these human fortresses, like their last, I don't even know what I would call it, their last recluse or bastions of the rest of the world that is not taken over by Grimm. Oh, barely landed that one. But anyway, so the villains are like, hey, we should use this to our advantage. Let's go make... Did you see this line? Oh, never mind. I thought that was like a glitch. But let's go take advantage of like these negative emotions to draw out really powerful Grimm. They can help raid these cities and these towns, and we can take them over because the Grimm can do the majority of the dirty work, and they'll be drawn by the negative emotions of the people. And they do that in a very well thought out way. I did not expect it. I'm not going to give it away because that's like giving away the entire end of the 3rd season of how they do that, but they play on the human population's emotions in order to draw these Grimm to the city, all in like this one huge giant pack or horde, and it's just dismay and destruction. So originally, for those who don't know too much about the show itself, the first seasons are very good. The draw for me was the action and the animation, and then beyond that was the story development. And it got a lot better after a certain point because of so much interest in it that they were able to have more funding, obviously, and they started... Actually, remember, the first season, you'll notice, other than the main characters, everyone else is a silhouette. I mean, they're walking, talking silhouettes, but they're silhouettes. And then you notice the level of animation just increases. It gets so much better with every season, with every volume, as they could say. But anyway, right now, like, this is another wave situation. That's one that they do a lot. It shows how many enemies I'm dealing with. I'm sorry if I'm spamming the same move, but it's my calculated fastest DPS that I can pull off with Blake, who's my main in this game. The other character I play is Pura. She is one of the DLC, and then I also play Ren, who I have a couple of videos of as well, who is also in the DLC. But the other videos I actually have of RWBY were during its development phases, as well as with my team. I actually played when this game was only like a third of the way complete. I played in a tournament mode, a handmade tournament mode rather. It's not like a mode that you can select in the game's HUD or anything like that, or hub, I should say. But one that we made, saying like, okay, we have to make a team of 4. We're gonna have different points based on how many deaths you have or lack thereof, the time it takes for you to get through these things, how many artifacts and items you get, end level at the end, and experience at the end, points and all that. And this was a tournament that was made among a large group of friends, over 200 people. I think we ended up having like 60 people participate in teams of 4. And my team, Team Pepper, who you will see a set of videos play, we tied for second and then I tied for first as individual scores. So it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna stun you, poke you, and then we're done.
Almost
One
there.
more? Okay. Sounds good. I'm getting tired of the Emerald Forest. Luckily, in a little bit, we'll be done with the Emerald Forest. And unfortunately, I may have to end it there. I think I got about 20 more minutes on my clock. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. No, no, no. That's what I'm talking about. You get stuck, you can't do anything. Let me get behind these guys while they're still stunned. And take out most of them. Eesh. These guys gotta chill. That's the danger of it. Like, I can be as safer as cautious as I want to be, but the moment I get surrounded and I'm not stunning or dodging, it just becomes a mess. Because of these guys especially, but also other ones. You'll see, well, actually, if we get to it, time allowed. If not, I'll finish up the second half another time, of course. But definitely, I'll show you the other enemies that they have. I really do like this game. I could talk about it for a long time. I put in about 70 hours in this game, and I'm not saying that the game lasts 70 hours. You can play the story mode in 2, if you're, depending on how fast you can go. If I was doing the speed, if I was doing normal, in which there would only be the number of Grim for just me, then I can get through it in 1.5. But that's the story mode. Then they have what's called Horde mode, and I have to show. I don't think I have a video of that yet. That's a shame. I'll have to work on that. Oh, good. With the alphas, my stun lands more like 50% of the time. Depends on what they were doing. And dodge out of the way, so he finishes his combo. Nice. Okay. I really like the yeah, 70 hours, no kidding. I really like the game. For those who don't know, I've played it since before its beginning. In that, actually, one point here before I get on that tangent. This is an area where they have 2 places. You could either go right or left, and depending on honestly, depending on when you enter the level, it tells you which route you're going to end up going. And it used to be, one of the glitches I found is that you could climb up either one, kind of like that, and you could work your way over, so you'd end up actually getting to both places, gaining double experience and getting the extra items. They fixed that, like during the alpha and beta, and I was unfortunately, one of the people who would like find glitches and then report it. And I mean, I love the glitches, but in order to finish the game, you had to do that. You had to report it. No, no, oh. That's okay. It shouldn't set me too far back. I got stuck. I went after the items, and I shouldn't have. Don't set me far back. Please don't set me far back. Oh, okay, good. Just cross the bridge, right where we're supposed to be. And look at that. Now we're on the other side. Exactly what I was talking about. When the game loads, it tells you which side you're going to be on. But the 70 hours, that was because the original game was a fan-made game that was made by one person, and I have 2 videos of it on my channel if you want to look at that. And then Rooster Teeth adopted it, saying, this is a great idea, why didn't we think about making a game for it? And they made the current game. They came out with it almost 2 years ago. I think it's been like 1.5 years. In very early alpha stages. I bought it very early alpha, and I alpha tested it. And then spent like a number of months alpha testing it, finding all the glitches. And originally it was only the first stage, like you saw a little while ago with my where I ended that control panel thing, where I was very, very close to losing. But that was it for a month. And then up here, which is the end of the second chapter, will be it. That was how it was for the first 2 months, at the end of the early alpha. Few months, I should say, not just 2. Right up here, the second control center. And so when I got to there,
Let's take this back to Beacon.
I would continue testing, and then the early alpha ended. Ended, and then we actually came out with the last bit, which was, well, I want to say the last bit. Early alpha ended, and then it came into the regular alpha, in which Mountain Glen, which is what happens after this control center, occurs, and that's the first half of the game. And then you have 2 other places you can go to, which is the Forever Fall, and then the island and the lab, which are kind of tied together for a total of 10 chapters. Which, again, depending on, if I had a full team of 4 with this many Grimm, we would take, like, Team Pepper, if we would take about maybe 2 hours, closer to like an hour 45. If I was by myself and I was speed running, I would take less than an hour and a half. Oh, that's right, control center time. I gotta camp by here and prevent these creeps from really doing too much damage to my control center that I need to defend by myself. At least these guys don't do much damage. Okay. I'm gonna just shoot from here so I can keep them paying attention to me. Playing this game over again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. But I spent a lot of time playing as Blake. When Horde mode came out, which I'll definitely come out with videos. I've been waiting to get people together who have this game to play Horde mode. It's a lot of fun. The replayability, unfortunately, has gone down because they have their DLC of different characters. They have Horde mode, which came out kind of recently. But once you play through the story mode a few times, like, unless you're an achievement hunter or you want to increase your rank, there isn't too much to do. I don't remember what the price is right now. I think it was like somewhere around 14-15 bucks. And I talked about it before in a previous playthrough, whether or not I thought it was worth it. I'm hesitant towards it. If, let's say, Horde mode is included as the DLC, it's included, no extra charge. But the bonus people, the extra 4 characters, was not. I believe that was another $3, $2 or $3. So in that regard, ooh, oh, there are guys over there. Hold on. In that regard, I would say, like, yeah, I would be a little bit more hesitant if you were really interested in doing that. This is a good game, beat 'em up style game. If you have a team, if you have people who are interested and are willing to play. Thing of it is, though, one thing that Rooster Teeth did well, that I thought they did well, I should say, was that they made it available for platforms, meaning console players, PS4 and Xbox One. However, it does not cross-platform. So the people, if I end up playing with anyone, I end up playing with people who have it on Steam, who have had it on Steam for a very long time, and we're all maxed out, and nothing's new, and that just becomes a pain. Hold on a sec. I have to be paying attention a little bit. Okay. Chill, guys. You take a number, take a card. I'll be with you in a moment. Yeah. Okay, there are fewer. Okay, only a few left. And dodge, because he's going to come from underneath. Kill that one.
Enemy down.
Hold on just
Anyway.
We're almost finished.
4th wave and over half. Oh, here. Let this guy spin. Get him. Oh, shoot. They came on 3 directions. I should have paid attention to that. Oh, well. That's okay. I have an aura boost. Aura's your health. So actually, that's the one thing that they mentioned. Like, aura is, I would call it more like a shield. It isn't necessarily your health. It's what prevents you from taking physical damage. And aura can also be used as a weapon, depending on how in touch you are with it. I think that's the better way of saying it or explaining it. I heard a Beowulf. I don't see one though. Oh, good. That makes things easier. 1, 2.
Didn't see me, did you?
Come over here. Hit me again. No, you can't, because I stunned you. But anyway, the aura is something that every person, they claim every person have, but every hunter or huntress are those that have the ability to fight the Grimm. And it is something they train for. It's not necessarily something that you have to be born with. Oh my goodness. I am not going to die to these guys. No thank you. But they have, and they can tap into, and it prevents the person from taking any physical damage. But I mean, we're fighting with weapons. The Grimm are very, very powerful to humans who do not have the ability to tap into their aura. So, in that regard, like, taking 1 or 2 hits when my aura depleted, it makes sense as to why I go down quickly. Anyway, that's the idea behind that. There are a couple of characters that fight with aura, like the one that's playable is Lee Ren, who is he's probably like my 2nd or 3rd favorite character in this game. A lot of his moves are aura based, and in that, like, he actually sacrifices aura to do some of his specials. It recharges, mind you, but with him, when you're building that character, it's probably a good idea to think about, like, I want more aura in my upgrades, therefore I should work towards that. Okay.
That's right. The symbol we've been seeing belongs to Merlot Industries. It's an old research and development corporation.
Yeah. So he's giving you a little bit more study. I'm not story right now. I'm all over the place. But Peter Port is a professor. He's a very funny professor. There are a number of other characters that are very funny. They have different quirks, I'd call it. So this was the end of the very first early alpha, and then the next area is called Mountain Glen, which I have some time. I have like 15 minutes. I could probably get through the first stage of it. Probably. We'll give it a shot. Make this a decent stream. So score, kills, deaths, doing well, doing good. Oh, one thing to notice is you see like a little bronze to salmon color badge next to my name. It says 5. So that is my overall rank. And what that means is that you can have a rank 0 to 10. There are checkpoints, or I don't want checkpoints, but like achievements or check marks that you can do, like kill 500 Alpha Grimm or revive 3,000, not 3,000, but like 30 to 100 characters, and you'll increase in rank. So I hit rank 5 once they actually introduced rank, which was when the game officially released, like after the early alpha, after the early beta, they introduced rank. So I had already like maxed out all my characters, and I knew the locations, the spawn of everything, because I had just been playing this game from the get-go. They introduced rank, and the idea of rank is that you do all the things that they ask you to do, all the requirements, and then you're allowed to rank up, and you get that number next to you, that badge next to you. But what happens every time you rank up, your entire character stats reset, which is kind of a pain. So that's where they tried to get their replayability and incorporate it. I'm not sure how. I mean, for those who want to get like level 10, that's fine. I stopped playing because I put so much time into it that I was just like, you know, I don't care about getting to rank 10. There are people who are rank 10 who are better than me. There are people who are rank 10 who are not at all good. They just, I don't know, they just probably haven't put as much time into it, but that's fine. Like, I was playing Horde mode a few days ago, and I was kicking butt on Horde mode. And my scores and lack of deaths were a lot better than these maxed out rank 10 quote-unquote people. But it's just an extra thing to show that, like, you put the time into it, you've played a lot of the game. And that's Rooster Teeth's attempt at getting a ranking system. And it's just increasing replayability. So what I'll do, we're in Mountain Glen. They briefly explained Mountain Glen being a place. It was a vibrant city. But of course, hold on, Oobleck is talking. I'm already ahead of you, man. I'm already ahead of you. Oh, I can't get up there anymore. Dang it. That's a shame. Used to know all the secret paths.
Activate the switch to open the lock. I hope it still works. It looks a little rusty.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. That's fine. Oh, Mountain Glen was originally a very industrial city that was had a lot of the companies that were well-to-do, looking for incorporating the next best thing. And then what happened was some sort of event, some sort of distress with an industrial thing. You don't know necessarily what it could have been. Actually, we do at the end of the game. It was related to Merlot Industries, in which some catastrophe happened, and the Grimm showed up because everyone was depressed, and it was just a very tragic thing with experimentation of Grimm, and destroyed the entire city. And that's honestly what happened. Like, there are a few cities still intact, a few towns still intact. The rest of them, the rest of the world is overrun by Grimm, and everyone's just trying to figure out how to keep them away. So that's where we are right now, is working our way through Mountain Glen, trying to get through it to see if we can what we can figure out. And then the next place after Mountain Glen is Foreverfall, which is this very beautiful. I wouldn't call it a cherry blossom because it's like a deep red, almost like the Californian giant trees, the giant red trees in California. But it's a beautiful place to go to. And then the last one is the secret island, where the main enemy of this game is continuing to conduct his experiments on Grimm. Oh, I thought I was far enough away from you. Well, thanks for wasting my time. Hold on. Nope, didn't get them all. Yeah, I got them all. Okay, so at the end of this set of waves, I should... At the end of this set of waves, there will be a new character called an Ursa, which, as you can guess from the name, is a bear Grimm. Very powerful. Again, but there's a trick, as always, with every type of Grimm. There's a trick to defeating them. And as with every type of Grimm, there's an alpha form. So I would recommend this game. I put a lot of time into it. I really hope that they come out with more in order to do with it, because that's what makes it, like, I've gotten plenty of time and experience with it from alpha testing, which is why, for me, I would say, and beta testing, which is why I would say I enjoyed playing it and it was worth the money. For those who would only get it for the story and like they go through it once or twice and then that's it, not sure if it'd be worth it for you.
Enemy down.
There. Alright. But we'll get through this area. Then I gotta go. I have to make dinner for people and host a dinner.
Nice strikes in the shadows.
Gotcha. Poke. And last guy. No, actually 44 more. Shoot, these are long waves. That's because I'm on Eclipse mode where there's so many things spawning. Alright, get over here. Oh, can't do that. So AoE is a good thing. Unfortunately, mine doesn't do a ton of damage, so when I stun them, it may be better just to heavy hit, or heavy attack, so I can get, there, the follow-up. And that would normally be a team attack, but because I'm by myself, I am both triggering and executing my own team attacks. I don't do nearly as much damage, but then again, I'm by myself, so I don't put points into team attack damage. Alright. Have fun with that. One other concept that I should explain. So there is a concept that's, I wouldn't call it similar to magic, but it allows the hunters and huntresses to do things that are a little bit out of the ordinary, beyond their normal human, or actually there's another race called Faunus, but we don't have to get too much into that. They're like half human, half animal. But basically there's another element called dust, and dust is literally, it is dust. It's almost like grains of sand or dust, but it has magic-like properties, and they're actually, I would think of it more like elemental properties. So if you notice, when I use my AoE, it's a earth AoE. That's because I have attributed the earth dust to it. I could do a fire one if I wanted to, and I would be related to fire dust. However, with dust, there's more than just earth, water, air, fire, that sort of thing. There's a lot of other things. There's gravitational dust. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that they do. Some people will load dust in for explosions. Some will use it. There's actually lightning dust, or electricity. Some will use it in just a ton of different ways. They implement them in their weapons. They'll implement them in their skills. There's Weiss-Schnee, who is the W, or the white character. Not necessarily white being Caucasian, but white isn't like, that's her color that she represents in the acronym RWBY. One more. Poke. Okay. She is a dust wielder, meaning she can actually do summons and other things with dust. She's very proficient with dust. And she does summons with glyphs. Got you. And oh, almost dead. One more. Come on. Okay. One more. Actually, they're just going to spawn 2 at a time, which is no problem. Just gotta pay attention. So when he does his slam down, he summons like this little earth pillar that will knock you up and basically stun you. So you just need to pay attention to when he does it and dodge at the right time, because he will go prone or stun the moment it finishes. And as you saw, an Ursa attack will do a lot of damage. So here's another area that has 2 paths. So it used to be that no matter which path was blocked, I could still glitch my way over. This one's open to me now. If the game were to restart, if I had to restart the level, the other one probably would be. And I could get past here and glitch my way over. Now, not anymore. It's a pain. I mean, they fixed it. I was one of those characters that reported it because, you know, it had to be a full finished game. But I've tried, like what I'm doing right now is what I used to do in order to get past it. And I could like jump infinitely over and over and over again to get over these walls. Can't do it anymore. And that makes it very difficult to go for like collect all the artifacts, because there's an artifact right over there where I'm facing, and there's another artifact that is on the other side that's now inaccessible because they fixed that glitch and that you can't go both sides. Which is fine, but it made our little tournament mode that we made up kind of impossible, because it's impossible for anyone to collect all the artifacts.
Gets him every time.
One more. Oh, I missed that counter. That's okay. Got that one though.
I strike from the shadows.
Let's get this guy while we can. Normally it would give me a lot of experience, but I'm maxed out, as I've said before. Oh, jeez. Okay, chill. Chill. We're gonna just gather you up, because that's a lot of red dots. That's a lot of Grim. Here. Have an explosion. Earth.
It's over.
Anyway. Crates will have experience. This was another one that I tried to get past, and I could not glitch past it anymore. There are certain areas that I can still get to. For example, like technically speaking, you're not supposed to be able to return. That's why they have these little metal sheets here and showing an area that you can't return. And like that's the area that you go to before. However, I can get over there. I just can't get past this into the other spawn area. At least I haven't tried. Yeah, there's an invisible wall. And it used to be that you can go past it. So, I don't know. I wonder actually. No, they fixed that too. Which is fine. It's a complete game. They should do that, but it's just kind of... Actually, hold on. Forgive me for screwing around a little bit, but I've never actually tried to get on this lamppost before. No, doesn't look like you can. Okay. I'm still trying. No, but I can, for example, use this to get back up here. But that doesn't take me anywhere. It was another one. It was another thing I was trying to try, basically, to get further or get to the other places, access the other places, and get all the items. But so as you can tell, when I say I alpha and beta tested to find all the glitches, I tried everything. I messed around with a lot of the game in order to figure out what I could and couldn't do. This is probably going to be the last area for me, just because I have stuff to do. Unfortunately, I would have loved to continue and finish the game, but it is the first. I call it the first 3/8. Well, actually, this is no. I should correct myself. This would be chapter, and beating this would be beating chapter 4 of 10. So 4/10, 2/5. So it can be a long game. And it's definitely longer for me right now because I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty with all these things spawning and trying to kill me. Stop it. Bad. 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 So for the time being, we're in another area where we're just killing all these Grim. Same old, same old. Whoa. I stopped moving there for a second. Let's try rounding them up. When only one of them attacks at a time, I could just spam B and counter them as a mass, but when they have this many, there's no chance of me doing that. Check this out. 1, 2, and now they're going to attack me because I let them get too close. Alright, one more time. Now the Ursa spawn. Oop, didn't dodge it. One thing that they did fix beforehand, you could base. Oh, 4 of them shoot. Okay. One thing that they. Oh crap. Jeez. Okay. No. Oh. Too many things at once. Too many things at once. I was hoping I'd be able to get through it, but I guess not. We can do this though. This is the end. If they put me at the end, yes, okay, good. I can beat this. I can call it.
That's the facility.
Wish I could skip scenes. All right, come on, spawn. Let's kill these things quickly. Quickly but smart, so I don't have to do this again. I am out of practice. Team Pepper would be very disappointed in me, I'm sure. Oof. Getting a little too cocky there. Okay. So it's a mix of Grim. And get in, get out.
I strike from the shadows.
Oh, they're perfectly lined up too. Poke. Okay. Okay, that's the first set. And this is the second set of Beowulfs. Let's get these boxes while they all spawn and round up around. I think there's another box over here. Yep. And used to be some here, but I guess they got rid of that. Oh, but there it is. Cool. Alright. You all spawned? Good. Oh, that didn't work out well. They weren't lined up enough. I'll get the one, though.
Gets them every time. Gets them every time.
Good. And now they're just 3. Okay, Ursa. How much damage can I do to you before... because the best thing is if I can take out 1 or 2 of them before the other ones get nearby. Or better yet, if I could do... Did you see that? Okay. Okay, got one. Got one. Do your slam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
You didn't see me, did you?
If I can do that, get in, get out. That's the whole point. Guerrilla warfare, when you have these guys that can hit you, basically one will completely drain your aura. One hit will drain your aura, the other one will take you out. And when they're next to each other like that, you don't want that to happen. Yeah, okay, good. We're good now. Done. And Giant Alpha Ursa. Same attack style, more damage. Okay, hit me. No, I want you to do your AoE thing. Slam down. Yeah, he doesn't do that. Ooh. There you are. Actually, I should have paid more attention to that because his slam is unique. If I back up and let it happen again. I'm sorry, this is a little mundane. When you have a team of 4, he dies really quickly. Watch. There's a whole range of it. But heavy attack barely does anything. I'm literally whittling this little dude down. Okay, we're good. Getting there. Getting there. Okay. More pillows show up as his health gets lower. Whoa! No. Okay, got him. Ah, yes. Done.
Better and better.
That's an earthquake, by the way. Better and better. Better and better. We're done. We caused a building to explode. Because we're awesome. So I'm going to have to leave it there. That's the end of the 4th chapter into the 5th chapter of 10. So it's pretty good. So that is Eclipse mode, RWBY Grim Eclipse. I will definitely finish this up again to give you an idea of the Eclipse run because it's fun. It's just a lot of strategy more than because this is a beat 'em up game. You get with a team, you beat them, you fight them all, you just do as much point racking up things like that. But when you're by yourself, it's a completely different beast. So I had to think about it a lot. I had to think like, okay, this is my loadout. This is what I want, and so far so good. Died twice because I did some stupid stuff. I was baiting a little bit more than I should have, but it happens. It's okay. I'm rusty. I haven't played this game competitively in a while. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in RWBY at all, check out my other videos of the game. There's a playlist of it, as well as the show. I recommend watching the show. It's a little slow at the beginning, and the animation gets better. Trust me. Don't worry on that. But thank you all so much for watching. And as always, take it easy.